They want you distracted, not because your attention is meaningless, because your attention is your power. Every day, something is fighting for control of your mind, your phone, your emotions, other people's opinions, endless entertainment, constant noise. And while you are focused on everything around you, you may be forgetting the most important battle, the battle for yourself. You wake up believing you are choosing how to spend your time. But how much of your day is truly yours? How much of your energy goes toward your own goals? How much disappears into things that will never improve your life? The most dangerous distractions are not the ones that look harmful. They are the ones that feel normal. Scrolling for a few minutes, checking one more notification, watching one more video, reacting to one more argument. Small moments that slowly steal years. A distracted person does not need to be defeated. They defeat themselves, because a distracted mind cannot build. A distracted mind cannot create. A distracted mind cannot see opportunities clearly. And a distracted person is easier to influence. The world does not always need to stop you directly. Sometimes it only needs to keep you busy. Busy enough to never question where your life is going. Busy enough to never become who you were capable of becoming. But the problem is not that you are weak. The problem is that attention has become the most valuable battlefield in the modern world. There are systems designed to keep you watching, keep you reacting, keep you emotionally connected to things that do not matter. Every notification asks for your focus. Every argument asks for your energy. Every distraction asks for your future. And if you give everything your attention, you have nothing left for yourself. You have felt this before. You set a goal. You create a plan. You decide today will be different. Then hours disappear. Another day ends. And you wonder why you are not moving forward. The answer is simple. Your attention is divided, and whatever controls your attention controls your direction. More than 2,000 years ago, one man understood this battle. His name was Sun Tzu. He was not only a military strategist, he was a student of human nature. While others studied weapons and armies, Sun Tzu studied something deeper: fear, emotion, decision-making, psychology. He understood that the greatest battles are often won before the first attack begins, because victory starts with awareness. Sun Tzu understood that the person who controls himself is far more difficult to control. He understood that emotion, distraction, and poor decisions could destroy an army before the enemy ever arrived. His wisdom survived thousands of years because human nature has not changed. The battlefield looks different today, but people still struggle with the same weaknesses: pride, fear, anger, desire, distraction. Sun Tzu wrote, "If you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the result of 100 battles." This was never only about war. It was about understanding yourself, understanding others, understanding the forces that compete for your attention. The first lesson is this: protect your attention like your life depends on it, because it does. Your attention determines what you learn, what you build, what you become. Every repeated distraction trains your mind to seek more distraction. Every repeated moment of focus trains your mind to create progress. Powerful people understand this. They do not allow everything access to their mind. They choose what deserves their attention. Starting today, create time where nothing can interrupt you. No unnecessary notifications, no meaningless arguments, no endless consumption. Just focused time dedicated to building yourself. Your attention is not something everyone deserves. Protect it, because your future is created by what you focus on today. Drop this in the comments. I control where my energy goes. The second lesson: never reveal everything about yourself. Information creates power. The more someone understands your weaknesses, fears, and insecurities, the easier it becomes for them to influence you. You have experienced this. You trusted someone. You opened up. You revealed something personal. Then later that same information was used against you. This does not mean becoming cold. It means becoming aware. Not everyone deserves full access to your thoughts. Not everyone deserves to know your next move. The psychology is simple. People cannot control what they cannot understand. Stop announcing every plan before you build it. Stop explaining every decision to people who do not support your vision. Let your actions speak. Let your results introduce you. Build quietly, improve quietly. Become someone whose progress cannot be ignored. Drop this in the comments. Silence builds power. The third lesson: control your emotions before someone else does. The easiest person to influence is the person who cannot control their reactions. One sentence can ruin their entire day. One insult can change their behavior. One person can control their mood without even trying. That is power given away. Manipulation begins when someone understands your emotional triggers. They know what makes you angry. They know what makes you desperate. They know what makes you react. And once your reactions become predictable, your choices become easier to control. The goal is not to remove emotion. The goal is to master it. A powerful person feels emotion, but does not become controlled by it. Create space between what happens and how you respond. Pause. Think. Choose. The calm person in chaos becomes the person everyone respects. Your peace is valuable. Protect it. Drop this in the comments. My emotions serve me, they do not control me. The fourth lesson: stop fighting battles that do not matter. Many people waste their lives trying to prove themselves to people who were never going to respect them. They argue with strangers, they chase approval, they defend themselves against meaningless attacks, and they lose their energy. Your energy is limited. Spend it like a strategist. Before every battle, ask yourself, does this move me closer to my goal? If the answer is no, walking away is not weakness, it is intelligence. The strongest person is not the one who fights everything. The strongest person is the one who knows what deserves a fight. This knowledge is for protection, not destruction. Use it to protect your peace, protect your mission, protect your future. Drop this in the comments. I do not fight for distraction. The fifth lesson: become difficult to predict. The moment people can predict your behavior, they can influence your decisions. Manipulators study patterns. They learn what makes you angry. They learn what makes you chase. They learn what makes you react. Do not hand people the blueprint to control you. Create discipline. Create patience. Create awareness. You do not need to hide from the world. You simply need to stop being controlled by it. Do not announce every move. Do not explain every choice. Let people wonder. Let your results create the answer. Drop this in the comments. They cannot control what they cannot predict. The sixth lesson: master silence and observation. Most people talk because they want attention. Strategic people observe because they want understanding. People reveal themselves constantly, through their words, their actions, their reactions, their patterns. But most people are too distracted to notice. When you stop trying to prove yourself, you begin seeing clearly. Silence is not weakness. Silence is preparation. The loudest person in the room is rarely the most powerful. Power does not need constant announcement. Learn to watch. Learn to understand. Learn before you move. Drop this in the comments. I observe before I move. The final lesson: protect the person you are becoming. Every distraction has a cost. Every wasted hour takes something from your future. Your future self is built by the choices you make today. Small distractions become years lost. Small disciplines become a completely different life. The person you want to become requires sacrifices from the person you are today. Protect your mind. Protect your time. Protect your mission. Because the person who controls his attention controls his destiny. The old you is dead. The version of you that chased every distraction. The version of you that needed constant approval. The version of you that gave away your power. That version is finished. You are a weapon, pointed at your own future. The question is whether you will continue wasting that power, or finally direct it towards something meaningful. You belong to no one, not to distractions, not to opinions, not to the world that wanted you asleep. You decide what deserves your energy. You decide what deserves your focus. You decide who you become next. If this message changed the way you see your attention, then you already understand why this journey matters. Subscribe only if you choose to continue learning the strategies most people never discover. Not because someone asked you, because you decided you are ready. The battlefield is always waiting. The question is, will you enter it awake? Now answer honestly. What distraction has stolen the most time from your life, and what will you do today to take that time back?